Hey guys, it has finally caught up to me. So I have mastitis. Well, I don't know if I'm in the thick of it or I am well, I have a clogged duct because I don't know how to describe mastitis, because I know it gets like so bad to the point where you can be like so engorged to the point where you're bleeding through. But just to give you an idea, this is my right boob. As you can see, just guess which one has the mastitis or the clogged duct. And this is my left boob. This is the one that is so engorged it feels like I have an orange in my boob. And I'm whispering because Miss Rue is taking a nap. So we call her Rue sometimes because Ruel, and most times we call her Hannah. So I say Miss Rue or Rue, my princess Rue. And my younger sister's name is Ruth, and we call her Rue sometimes, or Ruthie. So it kind of feels like, you know, an endearing name for two people that I love. So anyway, Chris Point, I put in cabbages, and so cabbages are, I didn't know this, but when I put them on, they're supposed to dry up your milk supply if you're weaning off the baby. And I'm not trying to wean off the baby, so I'm not trying to cut off my milk supply. Hold on, there's one more thing that I'm currently doing. According to how much I do a lot of research online, I got this. It's called a sunflower lecithin, or I don't know how you say it. I just say lecithin, I don't know. It is supposed to help with clogged ducts. So I've been taking one a day, and sometimes I feel like it gets better, and then sometimes I feel like, oh my goodness, it's so engorged. Let me tell you something, because I was dumb, so that if you're breastfeeding, you're not as dumb as I was in that moment, because I'm not dumb. So I loved waking up feeling like I'm full of milk for my baby, and I just, you know, I loved that feeling because that made me feel like, oh, I'm producing enough for her. And then sometimes I would feed her on this side and pump on this side without feeding her on this side. So I would just pump the milk out without feeding her. And then sometimes I would pump on this side without feeding her, so that I can kind of keep what is here. I don't know. I was kind of hoarding on milk. And I didn't know the pumping schedule. So I didn't know you pump after you have fed the baby, not before you have fed the baby. So, and when it's leaking, that's when you can hand express and, you know, like pump. I don't know how do people pump. So I feel like that might have been the problem. And so this boob started getting a little bit more engorged, and I could feel it, like from here I would feel it, and then I would just pump. And so one day I just woke up with an engorgement, like a rock feeling like here. And you know, when you feel like it's hard rock, you're like, is it cancerous or is it a clogged duct? So then it just started growing and growing and growing. And then I called my mom. My mom was like, you have a clogged duct, put some warm compress on it, and then, you know, feed the baby. So I would do that, and then I would massage it, and then it would go down. And then I kind of got lazy. So I stopped pumping on this side. Remember, I was pumping, so I was just feeding her instead of like making the boob get used to what it used to do. So because I wasn't pumping and I'm producing, and I'm now overproducing because the boob was like, oh, you've been pumping, you're producing, you know, there's a little bit more that I need to make. So one day I just woke up and I was super engorged, and I was like, whoa. So that day I pumped. The next day I woke up super engorged. And so now we're here because, as you can, let me just give you an idea. See how I can press through that one? I have milk in this because it's morning, and she does her 8 in the morning to 10 a.m. nap, so it's between that time. But as you can see, this one it starts from here. Let me just show you going. So it starts from here, and that engorgement goes almost towards my nipple, and on the side I feel more engorgement from milk coming in, and then on the lower bottom I feel a little bit of the rock that I feel up here. So I've been doing dangle feeding because I had people say try and dangle feed the baby. I've been trying to dangle feed the baby. She takes some of the milk, but it's too much for her, so I pump. It's painful to pump. And then, you know what, so here's the thing. So I'm not here to complain, because I'm not complaining. I love every stage that I have gone through ever since I got pregnant and had the baby, and now maneuvering through motherhood. But I have also realized when you have new experiences, you have new problems too. And so this is a new experience as a mom. Like right now I can feel milk coming in like this, but this one I feel it get up to here. This one I feel it going down. I don't know if you breastfed, you probably know how you feel like the milk gushing in. And so now I have done so much research, and I called one of my friends, Cheryl. She said use cabbages. So I put cabbages on, like whole cabbages, but the cabbages hasn't been helping me. But also the cabbage because I had to also go and ask the public. So I asked on Instagram, what can I do for my clogged duct? Everybody was like, don't put the cabbage. Not everybody, some people are like, don't put the cabbage is supposed to dry your milk out. And my biggest fear is not being able to produce enough milk for the baby. So I don't think I'm going to do the cabbages again. I do have one other thing which I will show you. It's going to appear on the screen right now. It's from Lancino. It's a pack of like gel, and then you can either freeze it or warm it, and it can give you like a warm effect or a freezing effect. So I've been warming it, putting it on my boob, and then nursing the baby through it, and then usually I feel relief from it. Oh my goodness guys, I feel the milk coming in on both boobs. This something else. Anyway, I never thought you could feel milk coming in. It's just, for me, that's a whole new experience. And then what was I saying? Yeah, so you can put it cold or warm, and I've been doing that with just putting it 1 minute in the microwave, warming it up and putting it in. So that helps me not like to do like a towel over and over again, because there's people who are suggesting take a warm towel and do it. Although I will say maybe moisture will help, so I'm going to try the towel today. Like the warm towel, I'm just going to heat up some water, put the towel over it, and then just pump. But after I feed the baby. The other thing, instead of pumping today, I'm going to use the Hakaa. This is one of the most painful things I have ever used in my life. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. A Hakaa is painful. So how you're supposed to use it, you're supposed to squeeze it and then attach it to your boob like that, like attach it to your boob like that, and then release. So that suction brings out the milk, like expresses the milk. But the pain on this thing, I don't know, I can't deal with it. So we got some Epsom salt. Benjamin got me some Epsom salt, and then I'm going to fill up the Epsom salt up to this point, and then put in some warm water, and then just express after I feed the baby, and then we'll see how that goes. So that is supposed to, like, I don't know, release the clogged duct, which I am hopeful. And then there was one more weird thing that I had people say. People were like, your husband could suck it out. In the comment section on some of the videos that I was doing, I was like, I don't think my husband is I don't think he would want to suck that out. So I even scratched it off of the help that I could need. But I am currently taking this. I am on ibuprofen because it is getting painful. Like, I could feel the pain, especially when the milk is coming in. I just feel the pain. Like right now I'm feeling the pain around this part. So motherhood is bliss. I love it. I do love it. To be honest, I would say what a privilege it is to experience being engorged and, you know, talking about stuff like this when I couldn't get pregnant for a very long time, and now I am having new problems from now birthing the baby. It is a privilege, you know. I take it as a privilege. In all things, I try to see the positive in everything. That's kind of how I want to live my life, just seeing the positive instead of like looking at it from a negative angle. Because if you ask me if I would do this over again, I would do it 10 times over, just for me to have our baby and feed her and bond with her and just do all these things that are amazing. Motherhood is amazing. It's been an amazing journey. So yeah, but let's try and see how we can get this out, because maybe somebody's going through this and they don't have a solution, and YouTube was always a place for me to find information, so maybe this will help. So I'm going to do the Hakaa and the Epsom salt, and the Epsom salt I am using, let me show you. So this is the Epsom salt I am using. It's just from Walmart. You can get it from Walmart, or you can get, there's another one I had which disappeared in the house. I don't know where it is, so it's in one of the bathrooms. You can get it from CVS as well, so Walgreens. So one of those, you can get it from there. This I am taking twice a day, so one in the morning and then one in the evening. They say that if you have a clogged duct, you can take 3 to 4 capsules a day. I think maybe I've gotten to the point where I need to take 3 or 4 capsules, and then I am taking ibuprofen just for the pain. I am not feeling feverish. So they say once you start feeling feverish, it's time to go to the hospital, because that means you've gotten an infection. So I'm not feverish. It's painful because it's engorged. So just going to add a little bit, yeah, that, like that. And then I'm going to add warm water. This I'm going to do once I feed her. Do it before I feed her. Right now I'm just going to do a warm compress. But I can't do this because I need the milk to be sucked out. So either I pump or I feed her. And so this will act as my pumping for the day. One of my friends also told me to use a hand pump. So yeah, speaking of a hand pump, I have started showing the baby this means milk, so that she has an understanding of milk and then more. So do you want milk, or do you want more milk, or are you done? So I went like to, before the baby can speak, they can learn sign language, which will be good, so that in case you're around people and she's crying and you don't know what the problem, so you say milk. If she says no, then you know that's not milk. If she wants more, you say more, you know, and then she says yeah, and then, you know, like more milk, you know, and then if she's done, are you done? I'm done, you know. And also I'm so excited on this journey because I know that I'm raising the next generation. And so the way I want her to be, you know, I want to raise her as a smart child, because she is smart. Because I want her to know you are a smart little girl. You can do whatever you put your mind to, and you will be successful at it. So, and she's up. So let me feed this baby. Okay, let's go. I haven't even had breakfast, guys. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hi, baby. I'm right here. Mommy's right here. Hi. Hi. Hey, baby. Oh, hi. Did you have a good nap? Did you pee-pee? Okay. So I would say if you are a mom, you need one of these. This is what helps me do stuff. Because it rocks her. It's the Baby Delight. You can get the Baby Boon or the Baby Delight. And so I put her here and then I bounce her in this. And then I can do what I want. If you hear her in the background, it's because she's having fun with her little dangling things on the bouncy thing. So this is what I was talking about. I have this from Lancino, and it snaps off, so it makes like a circle which you can put it around your boob like that. So that's what I do. And so it pops out, so it's just a semicircle. So if you need one, if you need just one for under your boob or on top of your boob, you can actually use one. This is not even sponsored, but I do love Lancino products. And so it looks like this. It's a bunch of gel that kind of comes like that, so you can freeze it or you can warm it up. And this one, you just put it in the microwave for like 25 seconds. See that? You're welcome. So it has that, and it tells you how. I usually put it in for like 25 seconds because there's a part that says no more than 25 seconds. So this is what I use for around the house, but because water has its own benefits, I'm going to just put in hot water here, dip the towel, so just so that I don't keep running the water for too long. So this is now hot. Ooh, it's so hot, and I need to squeeze it out. Okay, so I don't know how long I'm supposed to do this for, but that actually feels good, believe it or not. It actually feels good. So I have also been running it in the shower, like running hot water and just like massaging. So I've been doing the whole shebang. Oh, that gets cold real quickly. So you kind of have to do this a lot. I'm going to do this maybe 3, 4, or 5 times, and then I brought in my Hakaa. This is painful. I did it last time. I hated it. So fun fact, when we were at the hospital and I had just birthed her, the nurses were like, just so you know, babies sneeze a lot, and they sneeze for no reason. They just sneeze. So the ducts start from here, like that's where it feels very engorged, from here going all the way to where just before where the nipple is. Are you enjoying that? Yeah. I am going to warm this up in the microwave, put it on, and then use the Hakaa. And I can't show you how the Hakaa goes on the nippy, but just to have an idea, you take the Hakaa, you put some water, you press the Hakaa, press the Hakaa, and then it suctions like that. So yeah, and as you can see, I'm not holding anything. So that's how get the salt in my face, and that's how I'm going to do it. So okay, so this is nice and warm now, and all I do is just place it like that. But if you do it for too long, it might burst out, so be careful. If you have one of these, just do it according to the time that they have put in there as a timestamp. Okay, I am getting a little bit too warm, and this is warm, so I'm going to change this into something not that warm. So I'll be back. Okay, so I just paused the TV just to give you a perspective. I don't know if you can see that and how engorged it is, and this one just goes down nicely, but this one is like, actually now you can see the difference. You see that? Okay, so I just added water to this. So this is what the Epsom salt looks like. Let me just hold it like this. This is what it looks like. And this is also from Lancino, so Lancino is taking me through postpartum very well. If only I can just stop being engorged. This one is just from the microwave, so I can just put it there. So I want to put it around my boob, and then this is going to go in my nipple and just suction it out. I made sure that the water is warm, not burning. because banning can I don't know, I feel like because it's soft tissue, this is just my science, okay, the one I learned in school. Soft tissue, when you put a lot of heat, you could damage soft tissue, so which is why you need warm instead of hot. And so that's my theory. It's just my scientific theory. So now oh, I don't know why I keep pouring this thing on myself. And also I just put the baby back to take a nap because we were up for 2 hours. Now she's back down for hopefully the next 2 hours. So and I posted this on Instagram, but in case you want to know which app I am using for baby, it is called Baby Plus. And as you can see, she has been sleeping for the past 39 minutes. So, and then I need to put in that I changed her diaper. So yeah, so you just kind of like track everything, because it gets to a point where, so I was reading, it gets to a point where babies just don't poop. And so when they don't poop, you have to know like which was the day she last pooped. So I'm just tracking everything. I've been tracking since birth, guys. And also I'm about to take this sunflower lecithin, and I am also taking ibuprofen because it is a little bit painful. So this is kind of what a sunflower lecithin looks like. It's a huge capsule. And sorry guys, I'm back to whispering because I don't want to wake baby up, but that's what it looks like. It's kind of like a huge capsule. Ibuprofen, well, I guess you all know what ibuprofen looks like. And if you are not from the United States, because I'm from Kenya, ibuprofen is kind of like Panadol, so it's just a pain relief. So if you're Kenyan, you know Panadol. I don't know what other countries, that's what ibuprofen looks like. I don't know what other countries call their ibuprofen. I just know the Kenyan one. This is literally how I take medicine. I'm not even joking. I chew on something and then I swallow because I just can't use water. Stop, the baby's asleep. After chewing, before I swallow, I put the medicine, mix it with the food in my mouth, and then I swallow. That's how I've been able to swallow medicine in my life, because I can't just, the water makes me taste the medicine in my mouth and I don't like it. I'm kind of like that. That's literally what it looks like. I'm just gonna sit down. Oh, that feels good. I'm not even going to, wow. Oh, okay. I don't know what's happening, but whatever is happening, it feels good. I wish I could show you, but so much milk is coming out of my nipple. I will say, however, the Hakaa is a painful little thing. So the baby woke up before I could finish pumping, but she has slept for 1 hour. And there is my timer. Hey Siri, stop. And I hope the camera shows it. You can see there's separation between the milk and the water and the Epsom, the water that is full of the Epsom salt. So if I move it like this, you can see. So that's all I was able to get out, and because I wasn't able to get most of it out, so in case you're wondering, the pump that I use Mom Cozy, because to be honest, Mom Cozy has been very gentle on my tatas. So I'm just going to put in the attachment here. So here is what it looks like. It's going to be linked in the description box, and you can use my discount code for this. So I'm going to link it in the description box below. So this is what I'm going to just attach and just pump, but this time I'm going to pump facing down, just so that we can use gravity. All right, I'm headed to my baby. Bye. We're in the next day. I literally left the camera here, And as you can see, I am still engorged. You look at the difference. This is the one that is. So Benjamin got me this. It's from Lancino again. And this is supposed to go on this. And then I'm just supposed to hand express. I have a breast pump, but when I asked on social media, like, what am I supposed to do? Everybody was like, try hand expressing. So I'm going to try hand expressing. If that doesn't work, because every time I try to take out, the brain is telling the boob, make more milk. And so I want to feed the baby using this side, but only this side. I'm just going to express 3 times a day, like medicine, because I don't want it to overproduce. And then because I'm hot, like it's hot. And so we're going to the hospital. My mom instinct is to like carry her on, and she's just cooing, but she's not crying, she's cooing. But my instinct is like, oh, you need me to pick you up. It's so weird. But yeah, so far I don't know, it doesn't feel like it has like a great suction. I don't know, I'm just saying that that's what it feels like. It feels like it's very light, but you know, moment of truth, I'm going to try it and then I will liaise with you guys. I am also going to follow the handbook that it came with, so let's see how this goes. Guys, I'm in pain. Bless you. I'm about to go and take ibuprofen for the pain, and hopefully we get a doctor's appointment very soon, so that I can, if I'm supposed to get on antibiotics before I get mastitis, because now I'm starting to feel pain. So yeah, this hurts. It hurts, and there's nothing as bad as being sick and taking care of a baby. That combination doesn't work, because baby doesn't care whether you're sick or not. They're like, I need my milk now, or I need to be picked up now, or you know, I need to be entertained now. And if you don't have good health, it's a horrible place to be at. So I'm going to try this, like I said, 3 times a day, and then we'll see how that goes. The sunflower lecithin, that has depleted my milk. Like, my milk for the past few days has gone down significantly, and it's a good thing for this side, but it's a bad thing for this side, because I'm feeding her using my own body, so it's stressing me out, and she doesn't want the bottle as much as she wants the boob. So, but we're trying. The level of stress you get into when you feel like you can't, bless you mommy, when you feel like you can't feed your child is horrid. So are you ready to come out? Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you how I'm doing this. And then also I have the Hakaa prepared with salt here. I am going to do it once I empty this out, and then, well, hopefully I get to empty it out. So okay, quick update. I am back with the cabbages. I don't know how to show you. There's my cabbages. I did the Hakaa again. The hand pump thing, it kind of felt like you need to do it not when you're clogged. I don't know, because the clogged duct is just super clogged, even if it's not doing anything. Speaking of this is how we're telling the baby nom nom. This is sign language for milk, so we're telling her this. This is full of cabbages. I would rather this dries out from cabbages rather than both dry out from the lecithin. So yeah, my baby's up. I can't film the way I used to film. I guess I'll see you guys. If it clears up, I'll let you know how it cleared up, but this is painful. I'm right here, mama.